So each pattern says you should use 2 cutouts of this and 1 strip like this, which is 2 inches by 10 inches. You can't quite see how long it is from there, but it's about 10 inches long. So what I'm going to do is iron this into the shape I need it to be, and then I'll cut it and show you how to attach it. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold the top down about 1/4 inch and start to iron it. And I just gently coax it along. Basically what we're doing is making something called binding tape. And so there's the top. Now I flip it and I fold down the top again and iron it. And there it is. And now that both edges are folded like that, we're going to fold it onto itself so that all of the raw edges are hidden inside this ribbon. So take the whole thing and fold it onto itself, line up the edges, and iron, iron, iron till it's smooth. And here we have our piece of binding tape, like this. And on the bottom it's open. So what we'll do is cut this in half, then we'll have about 2 5-inch pieces. So I just match up the bottoms, put the top together like this, and give it a little snip. And now we have 2. So I take my mask, and I'm showing you one here that's pinned, but you would have sewn it by now. But I want to show you how to do the edge. So you take your pleats, and if they're kind of spread out like this, encourage them to go flat again. Smooth it out till it's flat like this. And then you're going to take your binding tape and open it up again gently and push that right in up to the center seam. So basically till the middle of this ribbon. And then fold the top down on top. And then we'll pin it in place before we sew it. I try to tuck in any strings, any loose strings. So here I'm just going to pin it together. And I try to make sure that the top layer and the bottom layer are lined up together. And that one isn't like lower than the other, so they're even. And I think I can show you a better shot of that when I'm done pinning. Like here, I'll do it wrong so you can see. If I were to do it like this, this is not, well, this is not what we want, because there's some sticking out the back behind. Like, it's hard to show you in the light. But anyway, you want those 2 layers, top and bottom, to line up pretty much as close as you can. And then pin it. And that's ready to be sewn. And you do the same thing on the other side. So find your pleats and make them smooth. Take your binding tape, find the opening, and set it right into the middle and cover it up. Make sure it lines up and pin it. There's 1 pin, and usually just 2 pins is enough. I don't bother pinning the ends because they're going to get trimmed off at the end after we sew it, just like this one. So this one I've sewn and trimmed. This one is waiting to be sewn.